What is up, everybody? How's it going today? My name is SarahTube, and today I'm bringing you a video on how to make 500k in 10 minutes, like every time you log into RuneScape or anytime that 4-hour limit ends. I put together a good list of items that I flip every time I log on, that flip fast, and will get you some serious cash. So, without any further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright, and here we are at the Grand Exchange. Now, how this video is going to work is I've made a watch list of items that I always flip and items that I think are really good to flip. And I kind of split them off into categories. So we're going to go through each category and I'll put like a little picture on screen of all the items I think that you guys should look out for while flipping and that I personally keep on my own list when I flip. They're items that flip super quick and yeah, they're just generally good items to make a lot of money quickly. So we'll just get right into it from here. The first item I put on is a potions list that includes prayer potions, Sardoman brews, and super combat potions. These potions can net you a lot of money. Prayer potions are really high priced right now, and it's kind of scary going in to flip them because it's guaranteed they're going to crash. I think it has something to do with the Inferno update, and that's why they're so expensive. So they're 11,033 right now. We're going to put 11,034, and we're going to go for 1k of them. I typically flip 1k potions because I have 36 mil currently, and by doing that, it splits it in about a third of your money if you get a k of them. Obviously, this depends a little bit on the potion. Prayer potions being your, I guess, more expensive potion now. I think super combats are less, but we'll see in a minute. So we're going to put an offer in there, and we're going to finish up these offers and come back in a minute. So we just put the offers in for the potions. All of them have really good margins. Typically, you're going to see margins that look somewhat like this, like 30 to 40 GP margins. They can even go up to 100 sometimes if you're lucky and you're playing off-peak hours. Typically, I find the morning, like before noon, Eastern Standard Time is the best time to flip because there's not that many people playing the game, but there's some people trying to do stuff and they're buying items, and yeah, I find that the margins during that time are typically very good. Now, going on to the next section, I labeled this one Ammunition. Now, this includes rune darts, mithril darts, adamant darts, rune arrows, diamond bolts E, and ruby bolts E. Now, these don't have as big of a margin, but they're almost guaranteed flips. People always want to buy these bolts and these darts because you use them for a lot of stuff in RuneScape. So I'm just going to start listing these, and we'll check the margin on the rune darts first because I typically find the rune dart margin to be the best. Let's see what this is. Yeah, so that's about, I don't know, 15 GP-ish, right? So a little bit less. So we'll put an offer in there. I believe the limit is 11k, but we only have 7.9 mil right now, so we'll do a little bit less. We're going to spread our money out. You always want to spread your money out when you're flipping. We're hoping that the potions and stuff will finish too, so we'll get more money back. So we'll use about 3.2 mil here, put that in, and we'll let it do its course. As you can see, all the potions are already buying. The potions are really excellent items. They buy and sell really quickly for the margins you get on them. And we've got some rune darts. So I'm going to go and finish the rest of these items, and I'll come back and show you the margins. Alright, so we're back. We listed everything but the ruby bolts E and the mithril darts. The reason we didn't do the ruby bolts is because I ran out of cash, and the reason we didn't do the mithril darts is because they're only a 1 GP margin. If you find any of these items and they're only a 1 or 2 GP margin, you might want to like reconsider doing them. The reason I did rune arrows, although it was a 2 GP margin, kind of a small flip, but I know rune arrows buy and sell pretty safely, so I just thought I'd throw my money at it and, you know, get a little free cash on that. The next section we're going to move on to in a minute is the, I guess, food section, more specifically seafood. This list includes sharks, monkfish, and carambuan, all cooked. You can do raw if you flip the cooked and you want to flip something else, but raw goes a lot slower and the margins are more flaky. I find the cooked fish are a lot better. So after, we're going to leave this stuff in for a minute here, then I'll sell it and we'll get right into that section. Alright, and we are back. The prayer potions bought and sold really quick, and I'm selling both the Ceridome Brews and the Super Combat Potions. I cut the flips a little bit early just because I wanted to get this video done pretty efficiently, and I wanted to get enough money to flip the fish here, and that's what we're going to start doing. So I'm going to put the offer in for the sharks, and I'll get back to you once I finish. Alright, so I just put in all the offers for the fish here. I put most of my money, not all my money, but 10 mil into sharks, and I did 4 mil into monkfish and 5 mil into carambwans. That's a personal preference of mine. I think sharks flip the fastest and the best, but experiment yourself, see what you like to put a majority of your money in if you don't have enough money to buy out the buy limits for those. So it looks like our super combats just came in. Now that was a really good flip. We had, let's see, it was like an 80 GP margin for each one. That was insane. And the Sarah Brews are going pretty fast here. We're having a little bit of trouble with the Rune Darts currently. I keep dropping the price, but they will not sell. I'm not afraid to lose money on them. I don't think they'll crash, but it really is frustrating that I can't sell these for a 5 GP profit. So let's go and list these in for a little bit lower. Let's try 1090, which will give us, I think, a 3 GP margin on them, and we'll see if that will eventually sell here. We're going to move on to the next part of our list, which I call the miscellaneous part of my own watch list here for my flips. This includes Zolver Scales, Blood Runes, Cannonballs, and Grapes. Grapes can flip. They're really strange how they flip, honestly. Sometimes they're really fast, sometimes they're like kind of slow. They're never really slow, but sometimes they're kind of slow. But Cannonballs, Blood Runes, and Zolver Scales will flip very fast. So let's get into doing those, and after I put these offers in and some of this stuff clears up, I will get right back into it. Alright, and we are back. Now, I decided to list only the Blood Runes, the Cannonballs, and the Grapes because the margin on these Zolver Scales was only 1 GP, and that's not worth it to me. The Blood Runes already came in like halfway through my listing, so we're going to list these back for 280. I believe they bought for 275 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 275, 280, which is a really good margin from Blood Runes, honestly. Usually they're only 2 to 3 GP, but I always do them because they're pretty safe. Well, I wouldn't say they're super safe, but they're relatively safe, and the flip is usually very fast. Now, our monkfish already came through, so let's relist those. I don't remember what we, okay, so 511 and then 518. So I think we bought these for 512 actually, so they'd buy faster. But let's try to get them off for 517, just because the problem with the fish is you always want to undercut by 1, because people will just undercut you and undersell you, because I don't know, that's just how it kind of works more in the fish market. Besides that, you don't really have to undercut and overcut. It actually kind of hurts other people trying to flip if you're undercutting other people. And everyone wants to make maximum profits, right? So try not to undercut if you can help it. But if you have to, you know, complete a flip, well, survival of the fittest, am I right? So anyway, we're going to let these go for a little bit here, and we'll be back in a minute with our last section of the list. Okay, we're back, and as you can see, a bunch of flips finished here. We had the sharks finish, which we got a pretty good margin on, and the rune arrows also finished. That was only a 2 GP margin, but, you know, at least we got it off, and, you know, free money, so can't complain about that. Now, the last section here, we have magic logs, oak planks, and mahogany planks. These are flips that, magic logs, I put these on the bottom of the list because these are the ones I get to last, just because the flips, I find, take a little bit longer. These are good flips to put in and then go do something else in RuneScape, but yeah, anyway, this is a 9 GP margin. We're definitely going to bite on that. Just so I can buy them a little bit faster, I'm going to buy them for 1 up on the GP. That just kind of makes things go, you know, a good bit faster, so we can get this done within 10 minutes. So let's put an offer in. We'll go for the limit there. I'm going to list the rest of these offers, and I'll get back to you once I do. Okay, we're back, and the grapes have completely bought, so we're going to sell those. They were going for 182 each, and that's not undercutting at all. That's just the straight price, so we'll see how that sells here. We're going to cut the carambwans just because they've been in for a while, and yeah, they've been slowly buying, but I want to get rid of them. These were going for, I believe, 979. Yeah, they were 979. We're going to go for 978. That just seems to, get them off a bit faster. It seems more realistic. And so the margins on the planks and the magic logs, and they were both pretty good. The oak planks have a big margin, actually. They usually only have like a 4 to 5 UP margin, but now they're up to, let's see, like 7 here. And that's a little concerning. I don't know if we're going to be able to sell them, but we probably will be, so we're going to go in for it. The mahogany planks also had a pretty good margin here. It's like 20-30 GP. Very nice. The magic logs are also buying very fast, so it's a good thing we were buying for 10.21 instead of 10.20. And yeah, we're just going to let this stuff sit in here. We're currently at 9 minutes and 57 seconds, so yeah, pretty much 10 minutes. And it looks like we're gonna go a little bit over, but I just wanted to take it slow through this because I wanted to show you guys all the items you can flip. Maybe it'll be good for you guys to pick and choose a couple items from these lists if you experiment with all of them, but only a couple of them are working for you. Then just use those and flip them when you get on, or at the 4-hour limit, or maybe you've hit your 4-hour limit on items you've already other items you flipped, and you want some more items to experiment with and make some money. And these are definitely some good items to try out. And we're gonna let us all sell, and we're gonna look at our profits at the end. Okay, we are back and everything's sold, and we have our final profits here. Now, as you can see in the beginning, I forgot to show you guys, but when I logged on, I examined how many coins I had. I had 36.38 mil, and we ended up getting 36.84 mil. Now that's about 460k, yeah, 460k, I think, on the dot of profits. Now we didn't get 500k, and this also took a little bit more than 10 minutes. It looks like it took me about 15 minutes, 30 seconds. But either way, as you can see, I cut some of my flips short. I didn't flip everything in here, but these are just some really good items to flip when you log on, and if you get lucky, you will get 500k in like literally 10 to 15 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this video helped you guys out, showed you some items to flip that are good. Please hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. It really helps me out a lot. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And yeah, I hope you guys all have an awesome